What's up guys, going to show you here back in the video. Today's video is what if Aiden was in total drama, the complete timeline. So this is part one to what if Aiden was in Islands. This idea was by Gotcha Girl. Thank you for your suggestion. And I am doing this timeline for you, the Lake one and the Ashley one, so I am doing that. At the moment I'm just going through all old theories before I do anything else. My plan is to get through all the old theories I have and then post new ones as well. Sorry, I'm starting to also, I will be doing character swaps again. I just haven't had a chance, but anyway, I do read and appreciate every suggestion you give me, so let's get on to this theory. So we're going to get onto the poll to see what team Aiden was voted on. Here's the Aiden timeline. And for Aiden, 75% of you guys said he'd be on the Screaming Gophers. So Aiden's put onto the Gophers. And episode 2 then is where they have to jump. So Aiden wouldn't jump because he was afraid, and he only jumped off because of James originally. So he wouldn't jump. But everybody else does what they did originally. I feel like Aiden would get along with characters like Owen pretty easily. And he'd also get on with people like Trent. And Zeke still says his comments, so there's no reason for him not to get voted off. And Izzy and Katie swap teams like normal. Episode 3, this is the Big Sleep Challenge. So I think at this point, Aiden and Owen, I feel like Aiden and Owen will actually be friends at this point. And because Owen's like a very likable guy, so I feel like Aiden would actually get along with him pretty well. And he'd also be friends with like Cody. So I think Gwen would still win the challenge because Aiden was okay in his season, but I don't think Aiden actually won the challenge. And they still either get sabotaged by Heather. Episode 4, Dodge Brawl. 4 is Dodge Brawl, so Noah refuses / doesn't compete. I think Aiden would be pretty annoyed at this. Heather still has an alliance with Lindsay and Beth. And the Gophers lose and they vote for Noah. Because Aiden would compete, but he wouldn't be that good at this challenge, but he would still at least try. Episode 5 then. Not quite famous. So, Heather's Stories to Diaries would be Heather, Justin, Trent, Courtney, Bridget, DJ. Then Harold would still beatbox. Jeff breaks the skateboard. The Goat Bass win. I think Aiden would also be annoyed at Heather because he wouldn't find that cool that she read Gwen's diary. So Izzy, Owen, Lindsay, and Beth vote for Justin, and then Trent, Gwen, Shauna, and Cody vote for Heather. So Aiden would be the swing vote. So I think he would vote for Heather because of reading the diary. So I think Heather actually gets eliminated here. Episode 6, The Sucky Outdoors. So Justin would thank Aiden for helping him win last challenge. Surviving last challenge, Aiden would say no problem. Aiden would be annoyed at Owen for voting Justin, but I don't think Aiden would be as annoyed as he would be with James because Owen didn't exactly betray him. And he realizes Owen was probably easily convinced. Aiden would also be friends with Cody and Owen. I feel like they would be a trio at this point. Justin's going to realize in this episode he just looks to his advantage, so he's able to get Beth and Lindsay on his side like he's in action. And Trent and Gwen, they're trying to talk. Izzy chases them with the bear story. Katie and Sadie still get lost. And they vote for Katie. Episode 7, I think Aiden would try to comfort Sadie for losing her best friend. And the fears then. So Aiden, we'll talk about his fate in a minute, but Trent passes, Gwen passes, Shauna fails, Cody fails, Owen, Izzy pass. Lashana fails, Lindsay passes, Sadie passes, Duncan passes, Harold fails, DJ passes, Jeff fails, Bridget fails, Courtney fails, really she's not going to do it, and Tyler fails. And then Cody fails, Beth passes, Izzy would pass, Justin looking ugly, he fails. Aiden's fear then. I'm going to say his fear is probably heights. And we've already seen that before. He's not going to be able to do it. So he fails. And 6 to their 3. So the killer bass still leaves the challenge. And they get rid of Tyler like normal. Episode 8 is up. Episode 8 is up the creek. So the pairs are Trent and Gwen. Cody wants to be with Gwen, but obviously Heather's not here. So Izzy and Lashana. Aiden and Owen. Cody and Owen. Lindsay and Beth, which leaves Aiden and Justin. So Justin's going to be annoyed that at this point she's with Justin. And Justin's going to try to get to Aiden. And he's like, dude, why are you speaking to me, you know? And Justin's going to say, hey, look, I'm sorry, you know, you're a cool guy, Aiden. It's nice to hang out with you and all that. And I think Aiden and Justin would actually hit it off and be friends here. So I think Aiden and Justin would actually get on pretty well. And then Harold stacks burns the oars, and Izzy gives them the idea for the killer bass. Still, she gets chased down with the CRMP. Episode 9, can't help falling. Episode 9 is Paintball Deer Hunter. So, the deers and the hunters, Gwen, Trent, Aiden, and then Shauna, Owen, Beth, Lindsay, and Justin. These 5 were deer. Everyone else on the bass were what they were originally. So Cody and Aiden would travel around together. And Aiden says, why don't you just talk to Gwen and, spend time with her. She likes Trent. I think Cody would also take the words of wisdom. Justin would be alright here. Lashana, she does what she does originally. I think the bass are still winning the challenge. Justin would use his looks on Lindsay and Beth to make sure that he wouldn't get shot. And this would annoy the group. So I think what would happen is Gwen, Trent, and Cody would vote for Justin. Lashana votes for Justin. Owen, Beth, and Lindsay and Justin, though, decide to vote for Trent. Aiden votes for Justin. And Justin would decide between these 9. Obviously, Gwen wouldn't want to get rid of Cody. They're not as close, but I don't think she'd have a problem with him, personally. So I think these 5 would vote for Justin here. So who's really bad at it? Cody's pretty good. I think everyone would vote for Justin because of how pathetic he's doing the challenge. Episode 10 is the cooking challenge. So they still have Jeff as the head chef. On the Gophers, they would have probably, I'm going to say Aiden. I don't think Aiden would want to do it. I feel like Cody and Aiden probably won't want to do it. I feel like they would I feel like Aiden would kind of do it. I feel like Aiden would just step up and do it. But unlike Heather, he gets everyone to do what they want to cook for themselves. So Owen still eats the ribs, and Beth still reveals the tiki statue without Heather being there. I think she has enough forced termination without Justin as well. So I think here, Beth gets voted off. Episode 11, Who You Can Trust Challenge. So here it would be DJ and Jeff, Gwen, and Cody. And I think this is where Gwen and Cody actually start to bond and be friends. And Aiden's actually happy that they're friends. And Trent's also cool with Cody at this point as well. Also in episode 9, trying to save him. And Lindsay. So here, Lindsay and Trent. So Trent is still getting sent to the infirmary. Then Lashana, Owen, Sadie and Courtney, Harold and Bridget, Aiden and Lindsay. So Aiden gets sent to the infirmary. Then Gwen, DJ, and Jeff. DJ still uses the challenge. Aiden is annoyed and Trent at Lindsay. But beyond that, I think Sadie still gets sorted off. But Aiden would be more forgiving, I think, to Lindsay, because he would see there was a genuine accident compared to Rhea. So episode 12 rolls around then. Here's basic training. So Harold's still forced to quit. Cody would want to impress Gwen. Lindsay tags out. Trent fails to do an essay, and DJ and Bridget. Owen falls. Aiden wouldn't do that good here. Gwen still wins the challenge. Harold rigs the votes against Courtney. Episode 13, Extreme Torture. So, Trent and DJ, Trent, Jeff and Lashana, Harold would be the skier, and on the bass it would be Aiden. So I think Harold would end up winning the challenge, because without Heather's top coming off, he wouldn't lose, and he wouldn't get distracted. This annoys the Gophers, and they want elimination. So Gwen is cool with Cody at this point, and she's cool with Trent. So they decide that, well, Shauna decides that they need to get rid of Aiden, Cody, or Owen in this three-person alliance. Gwen and Trent doesn't want to get rid of Cody because they're cool with him, and Lashana realizes Cody could be a fourth vote they could use in the merge. Aiden and Cody and Owen would think who would they want to vote for. Cody doesn't want to vote for Gwen, and also want to vote for Trent, because if he votes for Trent, that would mean that he's somewhat betraying Gwen, doesn't want to do that. Aiden respects that, and Aiden decides to vote for Lashana instead. So the two groups decide, Aiden's like, let's vote for Lindsay then for last challenge. And Cody would be like, why? It was a genuine accident. And he's like, she put me and Trent in the infirmary. And I think Trent would agree. I think Trent could definitely be on board with that. But Cody points out that they need Lindsay's vote if there's a chance that Lashana's going home, because she'd be such a massive threat in the merge, whereas Lindsay would be an easy vote off in the merge. So I think Aiden would accept, knowing full well that Cody is right here, and Owen. So Trent, Gwen, and Lashana would vote for Owen. As Aiden they're cool with, because Trent is friends with Aiden, so he doesn't want to vote for Aiden either. So for Lindsay, it's a bit tricky to figure out who she would side with between Lashana and Owen. But we really have to think about the logic of the situation. I think Lashana can be quite persuasive. So I think between Lashana and Owen gets eliminated. This shocks Aiden and Cody, and they're disappointed that Owen gets eliminated. But they're not annoyed. There's nothing they can really do here. He's out. In episode 14, after Owen's elimination, Aiden's sad that Owen's eliminated. Cody and Trent cheer him up, though, and says they need to work together to try and stick together for the guys. So it's boys versus girls, and the thing is, in this challenge, Aiden isn't exactly good at eating. And the thing is, Lashana did the best outside of Owen. I don't think any of these guys could match Owen's level of enthusiasm in terms of eating. So I do think the guys are losing the challenge. And they have a decision to make. These three vote for Harold. Aiden, Trent, Cody, though, are approached by Harold. And Harold says, vote for Duncan. So they vote for Duncan. Why? He's the biggest threat. He doesn't have immunity. He's been mean to Harold all season. But Harold did rig the votes against Courtney. I'm going to say they do vote for Duncan. So merge day, the merge, cast, bye-bye Vass, bye-bye Gophers. So Eva, Izzy, because I think they were the best people to come back. You could argue Heather, but I think these were the perfect candidates. So in episode 15, Aiden, Trent, Gwen and Cody are in a 4-person alliance. And I think Eva, Lashana still wins the challenge and everyone votes for Eva. Episode 16, Hiding and Sneaky. So Trent wouldn't be kissed by Heather because she's not here. So the new characters are Aiden, Cody, and Harold. So who wins the challenge? Harold wins immunity because he's closest to a villain. Eva will reveal that Harold rigged the votes because it's a villain. And I think Izzy would then laugh and make a joke on how Harold... It's funny that the cheater wins immunity. This is going to annoy everyone because they're going to realise that Harold did actually rig the vote against Duncan and Duncan wasn't actually making up rumours. This annoys Aiden because, you know, he trusted Harold and, you know, they got rid of Duncan. So, what I think would happen is Lashana, the girls' alliance, they just had Izzy, vote Gwen and Trent are a couple, and then there's Bridget, Jeff, so there's 2 couples. So Lashana goes to Aiden and Cody and DJ. DJ's too low, so the girls go to Aiden and Cody and tells them to vote for Jeff. So that's 5 on Jeff. Harold votes for Jeff. So I think Jeff is eliminated. Episode 17 is the bike race. So Izzy goes off and Lashana for the entire episode. DJ and Gwen wipes out. DJ and Gwen. Cody would wipe out after seeing Gwen wipe out. And I think Harold. And I think Aiden wipes out. So everyone else qualifies for the second round. So Lindsay could definitely cross the finish line. She was really good and would have won if it wasn't for Heather. Trent's really good at making bikes, and Bridget has natural good awareness, and Harold has mad biking skills. Now, I think due to the unfair ruling here, I think Harold gets eliminated. Episode 18 rolls round, and this is where we have the episode where... episode 17 is Hide and Be Sneaky, so... Lashana still wins immunity, and Harold calls DJ out on the roof. This annoys everyone because Harold still has immunity. Lashana has the girls' alliance. And the guys, Gwen, Trent, and Cody, get DJ. Because he's on his own. So Harold votes for DJ. Trent, Cody, and Aiden realise Gwen and Trent are a couple. But Lashana decides to flip on her alliance. So she goes to Aiden to try and get rid of Gwen. But Aiden's friends with Gwen, so he's not going to do that. So I think this is where Lashana would get Harold and says, let's vote for DJ. as a deal, and you owe me this is you. I'll vote for DJ with you. That way you're safe. This is me owing you a favor at some point, so DJ gets eliminated. So episode 18, the bike race. So Izzy and LaShawn are off the entire episode. Gwen wipes out, and Cody wipes out after being distracted by Gwen. Aiden would wipe out, and everyone qualifies for the second round. So Trent, Lynn's very good, so she crosses. Bridget and Trent have natural good awareness, and Harold, due to the unfair ruling of this challenge, I think he gets a lot. So I think LaShawn and Izzy off the entire episode. Gwen wipes out, but everyone else qualifies for the second round. So Lindsay could make it across the finish line, and Trent's really good at making bikes, and Bridget has natural good awareness. So between Cody, Aiden, and Harold has mad biking skills, so he could get across. So between Cody and Aiden, I think Cody could realistically make it across. And I think due to the unfair ruling of this challenge, I think Aiden is actually eliminated. Which really upsets Gwen, Trent, and Cody, but they say farewell to Aiden, and hopefully that he has... Aiden thanks them all for having him, for him be friends with him, and he'll apologise to Duncan when he gets to the cabin of losers. Episode 19, Hook, Line, Screamer. So Gwen still wins the challenge, Trent and Cody. Gwen and Cody, Trent... Gwen wins immunity, Trent, Cody. Let's just do that. Let's just say that all three of them have immunity. But people can run away scared, but I don't think I'm going to perform as badly as DJ did. My answer is no. So how do we decide who leaves? Well, I think now we have to have a traditional vote. So Bridget gets called by herself. So Gwen and Trent, Gwen's immunity. So Trent, Gwen, and Cody vote for Harold. LaShawn votes. So Izzy, Lindsay, the Girls' Alliance decide which person would they rather get rid of. And they would look at the... LaShawn is a smart player, so she'd look at the people that's remaining and would realise who's the bigger threat between Harold, Gwen, and Trent. And I think she would verify Harold as the bigger threat. I think she will keep with her deal with Harold. And she tells Harold we'll vote for Trent. So I think Gwen and Trent have immunity. I'm just going to say because they will be together, I think. And they decide to vote for Cody. So Cody is a... So I think they would vote for Trent because he would be a bigger threat and more popular candidate in the merge. So Trent is eliminated. This shocks Gwen and Cody, and I annoyed at LaShawn for keeping Harold in the game for cheating. But LaShawn points out it's simply the game, and they can get rid of him next time with elimination. Episode 20 is the Animal Buddies challenge. Izzy would go crazy. I think she should probably shoot. She wouldn't shoot anyone. Gwen still wins that challenge, and I think it doesn't really matter because between Izzy and Harold, I think they would go for Izzy. As LaShawn goes to Cody and Gwen. Cody and Gwen vote for Harold. Izzy decides, actually, let's go. They'd rather get rid of Izzy. So I think LaShawn gets the girls. We have to get rid of Harold at this point because he's definitely cheated in the game. So everyone gangs up on Harold after he rigged the votes against Courtney. Episode 21. Tribal Triathlon. So Gwen and Bridget. Izzy and LaShawn, Cody and Lindsay. So the eating part of the challenge, it would be LaShawn and Izzy. Remembering the race morning, I'll be Gwen and Bridget. Remember the elimination order, I'm actually going to say it's Izzy and LaShawn. So LaShawn and Izzy have immunity. But they think it's a popularity contest at this point. So between Bridget and Lindsay, who's actually more popular? And I think, for me, I think Bridget is more popular. So I think Bridget gets eliminated. Episode 22 is still LaShawn, because she's still here. Episode 23, non-elimination round. Episode 24 is There wouldn't be guys versus girls now, so I think it'd be Izzy and Lindsay versus Gwen and Cody. So it's a bit hard to say because they're actually very close. Gwen was pretty good in the original, but the guys have a map. So Izzy and Lindsay would have a map. But I think, I'm not sure who quite win this challenge. But the way I decided this was the group who I think would win the challenge. And I think the group that would win would be Lindsay and Izzy. And my reasoning for this is Izzy actually did survive in the woods by herself for a few weeks. And she also knows how to get to the camp and that. And she also is very good with directions. So while she is crazy, I think Izzy would be able to get them back. So between Gwen and Cody, this is really difficult because I normally do say Gwen because Chef has that respect for her. But there's actually a deleted scene in World Tour where Gwen and Cody and Chef seem to get on really, really well. So I think the winner of the challenge, the person that would go home, would be Gwen. And that was tricky for me to decide. Now, you could argue Cody gets eliminated, but I think Gwen would get eliminated because Chef would like Cody a lot more. And normally I do say the challenge for basic training, that person usually wins. But I have no way of deciding who gets eliminated in this episode because this is just an automatic elimination. There's not even a vote. Like, this is one of three. In Ireland, there's so many challenges that aren't even like a vote. So, like, episode 19 and 18 are also automatic elimination challenges. And episode 22 is probably by far also, that's 4 or 5 episodes that's just automatic eliminations. So after a tough decision, Chef would choose to eliminate Gwen. Cody bids her farewell and promises that he'll win for her. Episode 25. I triple dog dare you. So Cody, Izzy, and Lindsay decide that they'll take dare after dare. Now, the dares around Owen, there's no knowing what dares would have gotten, but they wouldn't be around Owen this time because he's not here. So Izzy could definitely make it to the end because she's crazy enough to do anything. So between Cody and Lindsay, I think Cody could make it before Lindsay. I don't think Lindsay would get her hair shaved off. So I think she gets eliminated. So Cody and Izzy are the finale finalists. So the helpers, Izzy, Cody, Shauna, Cody, Bridget, Cody, Harold. I think he goes for Cody. Trent, Cody. Aiden would go for Cody. DJ, Cody. Jeff, Cody. Eva, Izzy. Duncan, Cody. And I think he would forgive Aiden for voting him off because he doesn't expect Aiden to, like, Aiden's not going to obviously know that he rigged the votes. And Aiden's like, Duncan says it's cool, it was only strategy. Owen, he would vote for, he'd be with Cody. Courtney, Izzy or Cody. I'm going to say she'd be with probably Izzy. Sadie, Cody, Beth, Cody, Justin, Cody, Tyler, Cody, Katie, Cody, Heather, Izzy, Noah, Izzy, and Ezekiel, Izzy. So they bounce on the beams, they race across. It's very, very close. Aiden's happy that Cody made it to the finale. They run. It's a narrow escape. They slide across the finish line. And the winner will be decided by you guys in a poll. So that's it for this video. I'm going to poll for who should win between Cody and Izzy. I think I was watching this Dimension, I think season 1 have gone. If Aiden was in Total Drama Island. And yeah, peace, farewell.